Cemetery. Good night, Nero. Wait! We have something to say! Thank you so much for coming to parent-teacher conferences.
yes. Bye-bye.
Well, here I am, the main event, the father of the worm kid.
Sorry, who are you?
Get your laughs in now. The worm kid, the father of the worm kid.
I guess I don't know who you're referring to.
Then you are not paying attention.
I've never seen anyone in my class eat worms. Are you sure that your son is in my class?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, I'm supposed to be meeting with Mr. Graham right now, is it?
Yeah, that's me.
Ah! So your son is Alex, huh?
Yeah. His name on the birth certificate doesn't respond to it anymore, though. You'll only acknowledge me if I call him Earth Vulture.
But I'm certainly not going to call him that. Alex is such a wonderful joy to have in class. He has such an incredible spirit. He has such a unique beauty.
I'll tell you what's unique, Mrs. Denver. Took the boy fishing the other weekend, okay? The only thing biting was him. You know how embarrassing it is to yell out, think I got a big one, and reel in your own son?
Well, I've never personally seen him eat worms. Even if he did, I would just show that he's connected to the earth underneath his feet. He's comfortable in his own skin.
You're laying it on pretty thick. Are you hitting on me?
I beg your pardon.
Did you just touch my thigh? Oh, you think just because I'm a single father of a worm kid? A worm kid! You know, he picks him up off the ground, out of the ground, handfuls of them, eats them, spoils his dinner. A real bona fide worm kid. And you think just because I'm the father of one, I must be easy to pick up.
Very woman.
Let me tell you something, Mrs. Denver. I could be the father of a worm kid, but that doesn't make me a worm dad. I'm a hot dad. Really hot. Maybe the hottest in town. And I'm not being conceited. I overheard two very gorgeous women, oh, you know. And they were debating how hot I was.
I think you're missing the forest for the trees here.
I think you're losing the worm for the apple! Thunder means rain, rain means worms!
Not to worry, Mr. Grant. The generators will be kicking on at any moment.
You don't get it! When it rains, it's like a switch gets thrown. What little humanity that little boy has left dissolves. Nothing will stop him from getting to a worm. He's probably already broken free of the restraints in the car.
Left him restrained in the car.
I have to do what I have to do! Listen, he's in the building. We have to hide. Quick, behind your desk. No funny business, you're not hot. Stop elevating. Get down, high. No! My boy! Oh, you mean the dirt kid?
Ready, Mr. President? We are broadcasting live to all major networks in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. Thank you for joining me. Over the last few days, there's been a lot of questions, a lot of uncertainty, and a lot of panic. Many of you have been wondering where the moon went. What your government is doing to get it back. Well, unfortunately, the moon's not coming back. It's gone for good. Let me explain.
Hello, President speaking. What can I do you for?
Mr. President, we're broadcasting live.
Oh, how's Air Force 2, numbnuts?
Vice President. You know what live means. We're broadcasting.
Just couldn't wait for me to drop dead, could you? Well, it ain't gonna happen, brother. Oh, sorry, I gotta go. President stuff. You wouldn't understand.
Please continue, Mr. President.
I was on the phone!
What were you doing answering the phone in the middle of addressing the nation? It's the red phone. So what, Mr. President?
What was important?
Like what?
Like, I don't know what Russia called or something.
Do the speech, Mr. President, please.
My fellow Americans, we're going to have to get used to a world without a moon. It's not going to do us any good to play the blame game or point fingers or single out a scapegoat or anything like that. We're Americans. We're better than... No.
Hello, there's no love. This is the President speaking. How can I assist you?
Oh, please.
Oh, how's Air Force 2, numbnuts?
Top secret second US Air Force.
Hang up the phone.
Oh, yeah, the moon.
It's gone, man. It's like long gone. It's not coming back. I was just telling the American people about it.
Yeah. Oh, right. I got to do that right now.
You should write that down. That was really funny.
Thank you. No, please continue, Mr.
Where
President.
was I?
The moon, okay?
My fellow Americans, our top scientists have been working day and night, and they've actually found that the moon's actually way overrated. It's not that big of a deal that we're never going to see.
No, Mr. President, don't do it. Come on, think about it, please, Mr. President, no.
Hello, you've reached double office. This is the President speaking. Do you want fries for that? Oh, how's Air Force 2, numbnuts?
Harrison's Ford.
Stop this shit now, Mr. President. Stop it. Stop it. Hello, you're in double office.
The moon's gone! They don't have a fucking moon! You're answering the fucking phone for Harrison Ford? Who gives a shit? He's gonna be dead in 4 years! Stop it!
Right, no more phones. I promise. No more phones, just stupid president stuff.
Thank you.
General Numbnuts. General of the top secret second U.S. Air Force at East, General.
Mr. President, it's about the moon. It's back!
Never mind.
May I now present the St. Jeff's Dumb Men's Choir. Not an exit, not an exit.
I can't fit through there.
Now remember what we talked about. Angle 1, 2, 3, and...
There was a farm who had a dog. Bingo was his name. Oh, B-H-A-R-A-R-A-R-A-R-A-R.
Enough! Come on! That was nothing like what we talked about. Rambo, you said 3 R's in yours. Say bingo out loud. Do you hear any R's?
Ringro.
God damn it, I really need this. Things are not going well for me at home with my beautiful wife.
Oh no.
One more time at the top.
There was a farmer who had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, 86419423771.
Are you guys fucking with me at all? Just said the same exact numbers in a row.
It was just a coincidence, Coach.
Hercules, I'm not your coach, I'm your choir director.
I'm sorry, Coach. It won't happen again. Coach.
You guys, I really need this. I really need a win right now. Okay, listen. If you do this for me, you can have 20 minutes outside after the concert with the kettlebell. Once again, the St. Jeff's Dumb Men's Choir.
There was a farmer who had a dog, and Ringo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O-N.
A milk curd. A masterpiece. The most romantic food on earth. Wholly represented by all earthly cultures, pun intended. Mozzarella, feta, carrot, fromage, cotija, gupta. These curds and whey are much like us. A personification.
Oh, Mother Mary, this thing's still going on? Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay, a lot of people here.
Excuse me?
Okay, hey, hi, folks, sorry. Hate to interrupt your evening, but, Go Comedy Sketch Theater Incorporated is overdue for their fire safety inspection, okay? And I'm gonna make sure you're all safe and in the nose, all right? Is that okay? Everyone okay with that? Yeah. All right.
No. I have been preparing this poem for years. I was in the middle of a performance.
Okay, listen, lady, I'll get out of your head as soon as somebody can tell me where the fire safety exit is, huh? Anyone here? Anyone know? No one's pointing, huh? No one's gonna use their fingers and point to me in the fire mile? Okay, no one, folks, you're glad I'm here tonight, okay? Okay, you see this door? You see this door right here? Typically this door is reserved for, the talent and the handsome fire marshals, the Barbara Streisands and Bergmans of the world, okay? You know what I'm saying? But tonight, folks, if a fire breaks out tonight, bada bing, bada boom, you're a star. You can use this fucking door, okay? Okay, and all of a sudden, okay? Regardless of where the fire breaks out, and regardless of who starts it, okay? Bitch, you don't understand?
Got it.
I insist, okay? I'm just gonna do some other inspection stuff over here. You won't even know I'm here, okay? Keep doing your crap.
A milk curd.
Here. Oh, you were in the
A
pop.
masterpiece.
That's pretty nice. Didn't know they had those here.
The most romantic food on earth.
Milk here.
Only represented by
How
all
are you?
earthly
I wish you all nothing but the best.
Mozzarella.
Kinda looks like you could put some
Cabbage.
in there, huh?
Fromage.
Whoa! Folks, you ain't got one rule, okay? No flip-flops. Okay, I got one fucking rule. I don't want to see any using flip-flops, okay? None of you.
Are you serious?
Am I serious? I'm very serious, okay? Is it a Saturday afternoon? Huh? Are we at the beach? Are we at the damn boardwalk licking little cones? No, we're at an evening of theater, whatever this shit is, okay? I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to shut this down till you get some closed-toe schuler on those doggies.
Poetry lives beyond the confines of fire safety.
You made me use my thing, okay? I'm sorry, okay? I like your feet, lady. I really like your feet. Okay, and I don't want to have to call your old lady and say, oh, hey, she got burnt alive from her Gucci's up because she's ignoring the heads of the fire marshal, okay? I'm sorry, I hate having to shut a place down. It breaks my little fire marshal heart. Folks, that's a wrap on this beatnik's paradise, okay? This day in the streets unsafe for the viewing public. Let's see!
Thanks. I just married the owner of Applebee's, and she's decided to hire me. Talk about a promotion.
Wow. A boss and a wife. Very nice. Well, unfortunately, we're all out of blood tests, so it's going to have to be a pee test today.
You sure?
Yeah, is that going to be an issue for you, Mr. Leonard?
I'm protected by patient-doctor confidentiality, right?
Well, yes, of course.
Well, just because it's probably going to come up in the drug test, I've been taking some illegal amounts of drugs, and I'm worried it might ruin my chances of working for my wife.
Okay. Well, what kind of illegal drugs are you taking?
No, I'm not taking illegal drugs. I'm just taking illegal amounts.
I'm not sure I'm following, Mr. Leonard.
Oh, look, see, it all started back in '97. I had the worst cold. I had a cough, shakes, sweats, didn't feel good. And so now I take 15 vitamin C a week, and I haven't had a cold since.
Okay, well, that might be a little too much vitamin C.
And don't get me started on all the zinc I take. I take 20 zinc pills a day for my sensitive nipples. Ouch! It's the only thing that gives me any relief. I wouldn't be able to wear this shirt without them.
Okay, well, that's a little excessive for the zinc. It's not really what zinc is used for.
Then I take a ton of Lopamine.
You mean Imodium?
Yeah, Imodium. I take Imodium every hour on the hour. And I've been doing that for the past 15 years.
Okay, well, taking more than the recommended dose of Imodium actually causes volatile diarrhea, which is what Imodium is supposed to treat.
I don't take Imodium for volatile diarrhea. I take Imodium for volatile ejaculation. I have big, unpredictable loads.
Big load.
Yeah, the biggest. And they come at the most inconvenient times. My wife, she loves them. But my boss, she hates them.
Okay, well, how often are you having these unpredictable love?
I don't know, I could have that. Nothing, I guess. You just never know. Doctor! Quick!
Doctor, I'm coming. Sorry about your chair. It was my father. Doctor, is it supposed to feel good? That's good. What?
Unpredictable. You don't think this will ruin my chances of marrying my boss, do you?
It might, but you know what? Your wife is gonna love it. She's gonna have to mop herself up when you're done with her.
Ooh. Quick!
Alright, Tommy, the suspect in here is tough as nails. He ain't gonna break easy.
Hey, don't you worry about that. These,
What the fuck are these, Tommy? Whoa! Can't see a fucking thing in these.
That's exactly right, Eddie. We're giving up our valuable sense of sight, but in return, we heighten our sense of authority.
Tommy, you fucking pile of doorknobs. Authority ain't one of the senses. I think you mean we gain an air of authority.
Are you fucking with me right now? Authority is like the sixth freaking sense, and because we heightened it like the fucking daredevil, that suspect is gonna crack like an egg when he uses his working sense of sight to look at us.
Whatever. Let's just get in there, get that confession so we can go home to our beautiful wives knowing we did a real nice job.
Alright, listen up, buddy! We already know you killed the girl! So why don't you make this quick so me and my partner can go home to our beautiful wives knowing we did a real nice job!
Looks like we got a fucking tough guy!
Hey, listen up, Michael! I suggest you look my intimidating partner in his face and confess using your working sense of talking!
Tommy, you fucking idiot! That's not one of the senses either! And neither is authority for that man!
You fucking with me right now? Why are you on it?
Oh, you fucking swinging at me?
Now listen here, my beautiful wife. I know you detectives are tough as all boots, but I got a trick of my own sleeve. Now listen here, baby, I gotta go, but I can't wait to come home to you knowing I did a real nice job.
Where the fuck are you? Come on.
Get over here, buddy!
Come on out, fucking cream.
Hey, you two frickin' bozos thought you could get away with questioning my client alone now, did ya?
Well, that sounds like locally famous lawyer Bill Montgomery!
Hey, I don't just sound like locally famous lawyer Bill Montgomery. I just so happen to actually frickin' be locally famous lawyer Bill Montgomery.
Hey, Bill, how's your second wife doing? I know you lost your first wife when Tommy over here banged her and made her his beautiful wife.
I don't fucking want to die! Frickin' watch your mouth there, Eddie, okay? Now, she may technically be my second wife, but to me, she is just my
beautiful wife, okay? I come home to her every goddamn night knowing I did a real nice job. We go to Olive Garden once a freaking week. I don't give a shit. That Tommy's my absolute hag of an ex-wife.
Hey, that's my beautiful wife you're talking about.
Her sense of hag was heightened, much like comic book hero Daredevil, on account of she had no fashion sense.
Oh, you fucking box of spare parts, that's not what it is either.
Sure it is, Eddie. And also fuck you for insulting my beautiful wife.
Why,
These boys ain't gonna like it that us, the FBI, is taking over the case.
Let's just get this over with quick so I can go home to you. My dear, I have a laugh. No, no, no. Alright, leave me, babe. Alright, boys, show's over. This case is now under FBI jurisdiction. I'm Agent Bernadette, and this is Agent Clarice, aka my beautiful wife.
That's right, I'm Agent Clarice, and not only am I Agent Bernadette's beautiful wife, but she's also my beautiful wife.
you beautiful wife? The suspect has escaped!
What do you mean you lost the suspect? Why, I oughta.
Hey, the suspect left a freaking note! Hey, the suspect left a note! We shall read it.
I'm really sorry I had to escape. I truly am. It's just I got one of them beautiful wives at home. And anyone that's got one of those knows how dang hard it is to be away from them. I hope you could find it in your freaking hearts to forgive me. Sincerely, the suspect.
Hello? Is this my beautiful wife? I love you!
Problem in your house that you can't seem to curb. And I'm sure you're all too familiar with this little gadget. My patented Stop Pet spray bottle is going to put a halt to all those pesky behaviors, bring a ruckus in your otherwise peaceful household. Now stop me if you've heard this one before. I live in a lovely little bungalow with my fantastic wife, our lovely 8-year-old daughter Janine, and one curious feline fuzzball. So what's the catch? It is a problem as old as time. My cuddly and wonderful, but mischievous, daughter Janine won't stop stinking up her house with her cigar smoke. Everything would be peachy keen in my house if my daughter didn't smoke stogie after stogie and blow black smoke into our faces. When will that adorable little chimney get around? Now I know what you're saying, put her on nicotine patches. Wrong! I didn't think I thought about it. It's my house, I think about it every day. That's the worst thing we could have done because you know what? Now she's covered in patches. She's smoking twice as many cigars because she really wants to feel the buzz. Isn't that crazy? They're saying, hey you dummy, why don't you take her allowance away? Wrong again! You think I don't think about that? Of course I can take her allowance. I tried taking her chores, by the way. And you know what happened a week later? I found $500 in her sock drawer. And when I asked her where she got it, she cut the tip off a cohiba the size of an English cucumber and said she won it at the crap stables. We don't live within 100 miles of a casino. And then my wife gets upset about the money, and she starts crying, and my daughter says to her, hey, let's take this seat and buy yourself some hossy-poncy. I know, right? It's like, and I'm thinking like, and how did she start smoking? Well, your guess is as good as mine because she changes the story every time I ask her. Sometimes I'm like, hey, when did you start smoking? She said she picked it up hitting the links, even though I know for a fact she's never golfed because she's 8 years old. Another time I asked her about it, and she said she learned it on Pleasure Island, but not the one from Pinocchio. What the fuck? All I know is that there is a locked humidor in my house, and if you reach for it, you might just catch a cigar cutter to your little finger. So where does the spray bottle factor? We all know that punishment-based reinforcement training doesn't work. I could flatten my lovely daughter with a D-Dot city bus, and she would keep puffing away, scraped her off the sidewalk with a steel-tip snowshoe. No, my patented spray bottle simply uses a small amount of water to extinguish a cigar. What do we say we see that in action? Gee!
You think you're gonna make this little birdie sing? You're sorely mistaken. I'll blow you so full of metal holes that the rust go under my coat, they'll be calling you the human cheese grater.
Light of my life, isn't she incredible? Let's see this in action.
Hey.
Gene. See, isn't that just swell? It just puts
You think we're fucking stop this?
I didn't mean anything.
Yeah, what you're going to do? I've been flipped up! I'll put you in the wooden cologne!
At the start of this season of the Constructor, 8 of America's most buff and eligible blue-collar women gathered for a chance to build the blueprints of their future with 33-year-old bachelor Ben Collins. The 6 weeks that followed have been a foundation-shaking journey of heartbreak and emotional aggregate, which have at long last brought us to tonight's season finale. We began the process with 8 eligible ladies ripped and ready for love. They are Amber Weld, Deidre McDrywall, Jackie Jack Attack Jackhammer, Measure Twice Monique, Katie Not So Cranes, and Concrete Gina Block. And now we're down to our final 2. 2x4 Tiffany, Bro Carpenter and single mom, and Samantha Wires, electrician extraordinaire. One of these lucky contestants will go home tonight with a diamond tool belt from our bachelor Ben Collins. They're both experts in their field, but are they experts at winning his heart? Let's find out tonight on The Constructor.
The past 15 weeks have been an absolute blur. It's been such a pleasure and privilege to get to know you both. Samantha, the energy between us is something I've never experienced before. When we went back to my childhood home and redid the wiring, well, call me cliche, but there's something about 120 volts coursing through a man's body that leaves him changed. And tea, sweet tea. The connection between us is something I've never experienced before. I wasn't sure if I was ready to be a father, but then when you saved my entire head from that circular saw, I knew we could accomplish anything together. You're both so talented and amazing in your own ways, and it's, you know, it's like, but to be honest, I'm scared either of you might break me clean in half. You're amazing, you're amazing, you're amazing, you're amazing. It's just like, what if you want to kiss me? And you knock out all my teeth because even your lips are buff. or what if we're going to bed in our marital bed and you had a bad day at the construction site and so you're restless and you roll over in your sleep and you squish me like a pancake. I'm afraid.
Dad! When I signed up for this show, I thought all anyone would see me for are my brawny shoulders and tremendous calves. But you cared about my dreams and my feelings. And I know that no matter what choice you make tonight, don't let the fear stop you from following your heart.
My whole life. I'm used to the idea that men are going to run away at the thought of being physically intimate with me. But the men I knew never made me feel anything but
You're right! You're both right. I was wrong. I was wrong to reduce you both to just your tight physique and rippling pods. I'm ready to choose. I know who I want to give the diamond tool belt to. With my legs, right? Team! I'm ready. I'm ready to spend the rest of my life with you. No, come on. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm ready to spend the rest of our lives together.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
What? Help! Folks, I apologize for the interruption earlier. I've upgraded to some government-approved footwear, and I've been assured I can complete my poem. A milk curd. A masterpiece. The most romantic food on earth. Wholly represented by all earthly cultures, pun intended. Mozzarella, feta, cottage, fromage, cotija, gupta. These curds and whey are much like us. A personification of your
Oh, sorry to interrupt your little class presentation here, lady, but it's just that Comedy Sketch Incorporated is long overdue for their Washtenaw County Health Inspection, so I'm just gonna make this a little
Are you serious?
That's serious. Joke about. No, sir. Just going there. What we got over here? Cold stuff? it better be cold. If there's a hot beverage around here, oh my God.
What is it? I have the shoes. Okay? I have a perfect pair of my going for the dairy arts.
Whoa. The gas levels in here are off the dang charts. Holy buckets.
What are you doing?
Oh, no. It's not safe.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, plain and simple, folks, you're farting a little bit too much. Yes, indeed. It's very dangerous. I had a nephew who died. He straight up woke up dead from inhaling toxic fumes. He was going to be a hockey star, you know, playing at Michigan Tech. He was going straight to the San Jose Sharks. He woke up one day and he was stone cold dead. His body was so toxic they couldn't even give him a normal funeral. They had to dissolve his body in the goo from free propaganda.
The audience is not far.
Oh, the audience isn't far, so it's all you then, huh? Is it her or is it you? Speak for everybody. All right, well, I'm not going to litigate who's leaking the toxic fumes all day, so I'm just going to have to shut this thing down. Please, let's go on to the next stage. It smells like shit in here.
What about, sewer sausage? No.
Oh, the diaper raisin.
No, that sounds old-fashioned. What about, potty pebble?
No, that makes it sound small and insignificant.
How's that work on the poop account coming?
Not great, Roger. Rebranding poop isn't easy.
Yeah, we're gonna need more time.
We don't have more time, Harry. This is McCann, goddammit. And McCann, poop is number one. Those bigwigs need this rebrand to happen ASAP. Gen Z does not like poop. And it starts with a name. We need to spin poop. We need to put a little magic on poop. I'm counting on you boys. 10 a.m. on the dot, take a drink.
God,
There goes our weekend.
great. Shelly and I were supposed to go out this weekend. Maybe suck down some oysters.
You cannot do oysters. Last time I did oysters, I spent the whole night on the toilet.
Oysters put you on the toilet?
Yeah, oysters put me on the toilet.
Oysters.
Toilet.
Toilet.
Oyster.
Toilet.
Oyster.
Toilet oyster! Toilet oyster! The oyster! It's like the pearl in the toilet.
The oyster is like the delicacy of the sea. The poop is like the delicacy of the toilet.
The toilet sucks down poop like we suck down oysters.
We got it! Hey!
What's all this commotion?
Roger, I hate to say it, but I think we got it.
Oh yeah, plop it on me.
Words are powerful. Words have meaning. Words have an impact. A person can use words not just to exchange information, but to explain a feeling.
Love, intimacy, romance.
These are the words I feel when I think of my wife. And yeah, do words sometimes not match up with the way they feel?
Certainly. Let's think of the word ineffable for a second.
Sounds like someone I would want to have sex with, huh?
What it actually means is something too great or too extreme to be expressed in mere words.
Another one of those words? Green grow. It sounds so terse, so hollow, so empty.
When I think beyond the word, and I think about the feeling that I do, when I think about what do I get?
Soft, defensive, beauty from within the embrace of cool water.
Picture this, you're a young 30-something professional just arriving home after a long day's work. You open that door, what do you see?
It's your wife and your daughter. You love so much, and she looks up at you and she says,
Daddy, Daddy, play with me!
But uh-oh, Roger. You got that rumbling in your tummy. Oh, how are you going to explain that feeling you're having to her right then and there, Roger? How?
Honey, kids, I'm gonna go take a toilet oyster.
Excuse me, somebody forgot to flush and there's a toilet oyster in the bowl.
Oh, shit, you fell on a toilet oyster that got all over my brand new shirt and ruined my day.
Hey, buddy, did you go on X Hamster this morning? There's a video of 2 women slurping down toilet oysters. Toilet oyster!
So what do you think?
Love it!
Yes! Yes! Yes!
I can't believe you spun poop. I'm gonna call those bigwigs and get them down here right away. Listen, fellas, I smell something. And it's not toilet oysters. It's a couple of promotion. But if you'll excuse me, I'm actually not feeling too well.
What's wrong, sir? Did you eat a couple rotten oysters?
Actually, no, I ate some poop. As a VP at McCann, I sometimes eat poop, and it always makes me extremely sick. Gotta go!
Drained from me and replaced by some boys.
Oh, that's a weird summer vacation.
I know.
Wait, has anyone seen Rachel yet?
No, why?
At 8th grade graduation, she said she was gonna come back to high school with like a whole new look and a whole new vibe.
Oh yeah, she said she was gonna get her period and a new wardrobe and come back really like hot and pretty or something.
I tried texting her in July to hang out and she never responded.
Maybe she wanted to keep it a secret and make a big splash.
Is that a gust of headwind I detect?
Holy shit, she's incredible.
I mean, Rachel, how are you? You look so...
Worldly, indeed, my dear Sasha, indeed.
Wow, Rachel, this is like a whole new you. You're so fucking hot and cool now.
Thank you for noticing, Chloe. Todd would be a fool to ward off my advances now that I've grown into myself.
I didn't want to be Todd. I wish you were my mom.
That's enough. This summer has changed me. I learned a new way to sit under the bath faucet that has instilled a confidence in me. And look at the woman I've become.
Do you get to dress like this every day?
Did Amelia Earhart have to piss in her seat when she crossed the Atlantic?
I think so.
Yes. The answer is yes. I am a grassy, high-altitude gal, and Todd won't know what to do with me once he sees me up there. No!
Have you ever been on a plane and you ever
friend? The B-Ford approacheth. Oh my god, he's so fucking hot and dry. I'm not kidding. They have him pick me up on my shitter and shoulders. And full blast backflip me into the Atlantic Ocean. Hey, Todd! What does this make you want to do?
I don't know.
Todd, if you hurt her, I'll kill you, Todd! I'll kill you!
Okay. Hey, Todd, can you imagine you and I huddled together like on an army cat?
Didn't Amelia Earhart die like 1,000 years ago?
She died 90 years ago. Oh no, Todd, I hope my trousers don't get stuck in a locker and you have to rip me out with your bare fucking hands.
I actually gotta go take my ear medicine. Because my ears are sick. It's medicine for my ears.
Wow. Rachel, that was
Rachel totally wants to rock your body.
Yeah, we all do.
The most difficult decision is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity, the fierce paper tigers. You can do anything you decide to do. You can act to change and control your life. And the process, the procedure, is its own reward.
Good evening, I'm Harrison Ford. I'm not Harrison Ford. Eagle-eyed viewers may notice this video and my voice have been made using artificial intelligence. If this scares you, buckle up for the future, buddy. You may remember before the show started, you were given a slip of paper and were asked to write down different lines. That's for this next scene. Using the unholy powers of artificial intelligence, we've taken the best lines you wrote for us and made it sound like 3 members of the Bureau are saying them. The performers on stage have never heard any of these lines of dialogue before, and they'll have to improvise their way out of any horrible things you've written for them. Not related to any of this, but Han Solo and Chewbacca were in love. Sexual relations. Can you imagine the noises a Wookiee would make during sex? That's a pretty wild thought. Anyway, that's all the setup you'll need for this next scene. We take you now to this meeting room in an office building.
So it's called the Triple Dipper, and you can pick any appetizer on their menu and combine 3 of them. Any of them. There's no like premium tier of appetizers, extra more. No. You can pick any 3 of them and they count it as a meal. You don't have to be embarrassed about eating 3 appetizers.
Nice, sorry.
Thank God. Thank God you're here.
Jen Smock. You've been with Blurb Tech for 9 years, 2 months, and 3 days.
Yeah, what's this about?
She's been nothing but a great employee ever since she started working. And I have nothing but good things to say about her.
I hope you're familiar with clause 3.7 in your contract, the one about adherence to company policy, including your thoughts. Now, it is a newer policy, however, you were informed of it when you signed our updated terms and conditions.
I'm sorry, did you say thoughts?
As part of a proactive HR initiative, we've installed a thought listening device to all of our employees. Now, this is just to ensure that you guys align with our values. We've also created an AI machine that takes your deepest, darkest thoughts. Some you may not have even known you thought, and puts them into your voice. It then runs those thoughts through a machine, which, fortunately, has flagged a few of your thoughts as inappropriate.
How are you doing this? This isn't possible.
Yeah, what's the big idea?
Take this thought into consideration. Last Wednesday in the break room at 11:16 a.m.
I went to high school with some people who were pretty sexually active.
They were. They told me all about their expeditions.
You're teenagers having sex?
When I was a teenager.
They're still teenagers. And then there was this thought in the parking lot at 5:09 p.m.
Slap me some ham before I go full hobo on your ass.
It must have been because I didn't have breakfast.
We've talked about it. She does not go full over.
Yeah.
And then there was this thought on the way over to this meeting.
We don't need the divider between urinals.
What's the point? You guys are going to talk to each other anyway. So might as well just get rid of him.
Some people are shy in the bathroom.
This is illegal.
Actually, it's not legal. Every Blurb Tech
think I've heard enough, and she will be hearing from me certainly during our next one-on-one huddle.
Seriously, Clark?
Actually, Clark, it's not just Jan who's under review here. The system's thought that your thoughts is inappropriate as well. Take this one into consideration.
I like the feeling of the flip-flop divider between your toes. I wear work-appropriate shoes at work, but off the clock I do, and sometimes, put it in between all my toes individually.
Too much information. And then there was this thought from later that day.
I don't care what anyone thinks. My fetish is a really big beach ball. What can I say? I'm a man who loves the beach and the feeling of the thong between his toes.
Is this why you tried to replace your desk chair with a giant beach ball?
Yeah, that's for ergonomic.
Yeah.
She sent me an article about
It's
it.
healthy.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's this thought. We like to play this one at the end of all our internal HR meetings. Really looks
Cinnamon toast ass crunch.
right now. Cinnamon toast ass crunch.
See, it's the taste that you can smell. It's just
Beach balls, ass
cells. Ass cells.
Oh, ass
Hey,
cells.
we'll call it blood.
Yeah.
Now you're verbally being inappropriate.
I don't know. Ass like a donkey. Ass like a donkey. This is an invasion of privacy. I don't think you're allowed to do this.
Yeah, how would you like it if we read your thoughts?
I'm actually not the one who's under review here
Oh,
today.
yeah, now you are. Clark, help me. Get her.
Oh, get her.
Let's see what you had to say.
Why is everyone so closed? This isn't the battle I signed up for. Finger blast my hemorrhoid. Do you want to see my improv show?
That last one was not inappropriate for the record. I think everybody should come. Improv is beautiful. Why don't we just call this one a wash? Never talk about this one again. We'll just move on, okay?
So what about those triple dippers, huh?
I see.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry about all the interruptions. All of my gas issues have been resolved, and I can finally complete my poem for you. A milk curd, a masterpiece, the most romantic food on earth.
They're gonna fall down.
Oh, what are you doing?
Whoa.
Oh,
Inspector John.
I'm Marshal Antonio. What are you doing here?
Never thought I'd see you.
You two would know each other.
I haven't seen you since we shut down the oil supply again.
We were so bad that night. We were more wrong than a pair of open-toed swing dancing shoes and an express up-down one Bronx train on a Saturday night.
Whoa, you can say that again. Hey, you know, we're no good for each other, Fire Marshal Antonio.
Oh, yeah? Tell me why it feels so good to be with you then, John. Tell me why.
We're shooting this now, right?
Oh, yeah? Who's gonna stop us, huh? Who? Cowards! Every single one of them is a coward, okay? They're not gonna stop us.
Like they express their fears in farts.
You know it's right.
I know.
You know it's right.
What do you say we shut this place down for time's sake?
It's music to my fucking ears when you say that. From this day forward.
Go comedy sketch Incorporated Theater
Is
closed due to violations.
so many damn violations. So many damn violations. What's in this pocket? What's in here? What's in here? What's in here? Oh. What is that? John, I'm gonna head up back to the ladder. Ready? You better bring those fucking feet with you, okay? I'm gonna stick those toes in my
Enjoy your night, folks. It'll be your last time here, because I know I will.
A milk curd, a masterpiece, the most romantic food on earth, wholly represented by all earthly cultures, pun intended. Mozzarella, feta, cottage, fromage, cotija, gupta. These curds and whey are much like us. A personification, if you will. Tender, ageless, firm, delicate, sharp. With 4 millennia of this decadency, to deny this fermented fascination is to blaspheme. The binding factor for many a meal, the head honcho, the big cheese.
She's got a cigarette!
It's the people!
Let's check it all, okay?
And lock her up!
Good job.
Hey there, God. It's me, Buster.
Yes, I'm here.
Well, even if you can't hear me, there's just something I need to get off my chest.
I said I'm here. Can you hear me?
I've been trying to be a better person, you know, a better man.
Sheila, come help me figure this thing out. This thing isn't working.
Oh, of course, God. Let me reach over and give it a look.
Life just gets so hard sometimes. There's so many temptations to do wrong.
Oh God, Sheila, that perfume you're wearing, it's intoxicating.
I'm wearing it just for you, baby.
I know the difference between right and wrong, God. I really do.
Come here, babe, give me a kiss.
Oh, God.
I just feel like I'm sick of living a lie, you know?
Oh, Sheila, you're pure ecstasy.
Oh, God.
Say my name again.
God.
I don't know, I just think I need your forgiveness, God.
God, are you there? I've got a birthday surprise for you.
Oh no, my wife, she's here for my birthday.
What's going on here?
Hillary, listen, I can explain.
I'm just trying to work the courage. I'm trying to work up the courage to say this out loud.
God and I are in love.
What?
What? No, I never said that. Hillary, listen, this isn't what it looks like.
God, that's it. I'm done giving you second chances. I'm gonna go stay at my mother's. I'll take Rick to go pick up my things in a few days. It's over.
I've been cheating on my wife.
Honey, no, think about Jesus.
He is your son, not mine.
I've been cheating on my wife. God, it feels good to say that out loud. I've been cheating on my wife.
Come on, babe. Why don't we just cut out early and go and get some grub?
No, I ruined everything good in my life. Go, get out of here. I want to be alone.
Really? After everything I've sacrificed for you, God, you made me do that taboo act. The very act you made taboo. I'm not an idiot. It just turned out like an idiot.
It feels really good to admit when you've done wrong, you know?
I guess.
Oh! What was that?
It's me, God.
So, am I forgiven? or what?
Okay.
I thank you. That's incredible. I didn't think it would be that easy. Thank you, God. I really...
I fucked everything up.
Oh.
I loved her, man. I really loved her, and I fucked it up.
What a bummer, man. I hate to do this, but actually, I gotta Sorry about your shit.
I guess you don't know what you got until it's gone, and when it's gone, you don't know what to do with it.
Sure was Gertie, huh?
Yep. Chef Marco's meatball always hits the damn spot.
Yep.
Hungry.
Oh, hey, we got a line. Sir, you need something to eat?
Maybe.
Oh yeah? Well, step right over here, right into Chef Marco's. He makes a damn good meatball, okay?
Yep.
I guess I'll try.
Yeah!
What'd we say?
Y'all were right. That was a damn good meatball.
Yeah!
Well, see you, fellas.
Yep, another live one. Yep.
Sir, you hungry? You need something to eat?
No, thank you. I'm actually just passing through.
Sir, Chef Marco's meatballs will do you wonders. Yep.
I'm actually on my way to get surgery, and my doctor made me promise not to get anything to eat.
Yep.
Sir, you better get your ass right over to Chef Marco's right now. Try his meatballs. It's damn good. Yeah.
You fellas are right. That's a damn good meatball.
Yeah.
Well, see you fellas.
Hey, sirs, y'all hungry?
Excuse me.
Well, sirs, you want to step inside for a minute? Chef Marco's meatballs, it'll do you wonders. Yep.
We already had some of the world's plumpest sausages down at Chef Romeo's.
Yeah, we don't need no dang meatballs.
Especially not one made by no Chef Marco.
I think these boys came to play.
Well, they sure as hell didn't come to eat.
Oh, we came to play. Yeah.
And we ain't prepared to lose.
All these boys are strong. I don't know if we can do it on our own.
I don't know how much more of this I can take.
We need meatballs!
Did someone say meatballs?
Chef Marco!
No, my brother boys are in danger. Chef Marco.
I can feel the meatball working.
I can feel it coursing through my veins.